Today, we all gather to honor one intelligent, forward-thinking, and daring man who left his mark on the world, Mikhail Gorbachev, in a place representing an industry that is almost sacred to his legacy, Pizza Hut. I am so glad that everyone could make it here today. And as the host of this event featuring such important people, I will speak last. I invite someone to speak about the late Soviet leader and his legacy. I'll be having the first words, if that's all right with everyone. Gorby was a good man. He could always see farther than others and kept following his dream to help his country and his people. I came to know him in the latter part of his time as Soviet General Secretary, coming in to finish what Reagan started. Signing the START 1 treaty with him and working so readily with me after Ron, I knew that he was a man that would stick to his ideals no matter the situation. I praised his willingness to keep up with political reform, even as the situation in his country was deteriorating. Now that takes real guts. It was an honor working with him to end the nuclear arms race and seeing out the end of the Cold War. If I may add, I too had the chance to work with him in my career. He was, as George mentioned, quite staunch and stubborn about his beliefs. I approved of his reform-minded policies even before he became General Secretary, when he was still doing all of those agriculture things under Andropov. I vividly remember his calm reaction to the Polish elections, where communists lost in the first ever popular vote. He chose not to crack down in classic Soviet fashion, assuaging Western fears and leaving me thoroughly impressed with his attitude. Did you really approve of everything that Gorbachev was doing? Because I remember hearing that you strongly opposed the unification of Germany and the dissolution of the Warsaw Pact. You may be called the Iron Lady back at home, but you know nothing about ruling with an iron fist. I think we've already given this man too much credit. All of this praise for his political reform, when all it did was lead to the collapse of the Soviet Union and the loss of his own empire. I remember when he first came to my country, he gave a fiery and powerful speech to my people, corrupting the free and noble spirits of them with his foolish ideas of democratic socialism. They saw in him a reflection of what was happening in our own country and felt that we were fighting similar battles. They could not have been further from the truth. He continued to foolishly pursue political reform even as his own country's economy was failing. I felt that only the one-party system, that is, the Communist Party, and economic reform could save China. And look today at the relative positions of Russia and China in the world if you need evidence for what I'm saying. I'll just pretend I didn't hear that, Chairman. I would have to agree with his other views, however. Gorbachev betrayed our country, leading to its demise. Our glorious Russian Empire, the power and prestige of Russia, gone thanks to that fool. I take the greatest issue with his policy of glasnost. What was he thinking? Did he really think that the outer republics would just run back into the arms of the empire? His policies only intensified secessionist fervor in these areas, weakening our hold on these frontier states and condemned our empire to be further weakened. While I also hate that guy, I don't agree with what you guys are saying. You guys said that he was too radical, but I think he wasn't radical enough. Both the economy and the political system need radical reform, and he just didn't go far enough for my taste. Didn't Gorbachev help your rise to power? I recall that he brought you up from the lowly regional thug to Moscow to live the good life, helping him push his own reforms and attacking other members. I guess the dog really does bite its owner. Yeah, well, I didn't think that Gorby was really all that. He certainly didn't deserve to be betrayed and manipulated by someone he had worked with and supported during his time in power. Okay, everyone, let's settle down, okay? This is supposed to be a time where we honor Gorbachev, not eviscerate his legacy. Hey, I know it's kind of late to bring this up, but I still don't know actually how Gorbachev died. Was it really because of the coronavirus? No one, and I mean no one, out pizzas the Hut.